Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So one thing I've already taken care of is the 5+ reach outs for our cash buyers list. Obviously, I'm more or less automating that process now, so I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch my computer screen as it works. But I'm gonna go ahead and start making our calls and start looking at the properties and doing some more homework on this. So this way we can keep generating leads. I have appointments set already, so that's happening. I have an appointment for next week on Wednesday. There's a couple other deals that I need to look at, so I'll take a look at those. But for the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this one. Let me see here. Serve residential. Okay, so let's take a look. What I'm doing here is a quick little easy, I guess, quick and easy dirty way to get it done, just so I know what things are selling for. Okay, look at this. Hmm. Okay, I can see why that's all for that, but okay. So outdated for the most part, and this one sold for 134. This has one picture here. But man, what are the comps in the area? Right, like there's nothing. So I'm going back to a year and see what we can get. MLS 225 is the highest. How close? And it's larger than ours. All right, so it's not bad either. I mean, good space. Okay, so 235, and they're asking 189 for this. 101 days. Uh, Sewers, private sewer. I don't know.
Hello.
Hi Sharon. Good afternoon. This is Amit with from the Society Brokerage. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for taking my phone call. I was
Yeah.
reaching out to you regarding your listing at 1779 Main Street in Port Norris.
Okay.
Just trying to see if maybe by any chance you have any additional pictures to maybe take a look at. I don't know if you had over the course of the listing taken any additional because I only see the one.
Right. So
Um,
I do on my phone. That when I was doing a showing, I took some pictures.
okay.
We were supposed to get a photographer in there. She works a lot, and she had a lot of stuff. She was trying to get some stuff out of there. Long story short, super hard to get a hold of a lot of times. Was just have not been able to get back in to get pictures.
No
So I do
worries.
have a handful. I have a handful. It's not going to depict the whole house, but
That's
it does
fine.
give you some kind of idea. I do not have additional pictures of the outside, which I wish I did because
Okay.
the front is, resided, but the back never got finished.
Okay.
So that's still the old stucco. It will not pass FHA, so I'll just clarify that right up front.
No,
It would definitely have to be cash or
well, so
do it
that's the
today or something like that.
Sharon. That's the beauty of this process is that I'm not. I'm while yes, I'm a licensed agent. I have no
Okay.
desire to move into the property. My intention,
Okay.
I work more in the investment space of things. That's my
Oh,
niche.
okay.
So I would be looking to acquire this, your listing as an investor.
Okay.
Now I do also see in your comment section that the sewer is private sewer. Does that mean it's septic?
Correct. Correct. So we don't know the age. They had purchased it like a tax sale some years ago, not a long time ago, maybe 6 years ago or so. And you should be able to pull that up on tax records. So her husband and her had purchased it. They had done some things to the property. That was not one of them that she is aware of.
Okay.
So she has no idea the condition of the septic. So I'm just assuming that it's old and would probably need to be replaced.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the other thing is this. I tried to do a market analysis and I had to go
Okay.
back essentially the last good comparable that I can compare, like if I were to renovate it and sell it, the only
Mm-hmm.
comparable that I'm getting at the top end of the market is 2515 Church Street, which sold in December of 2023 for 225.
Right.
Now this obviously your listing seems like it needs work. It needs to be renovated. If I were to acquire, you already expressed that it's not going to pass FHA potential buyer.
Right.
So it needs to be someone that's conventional or a cash.
203K or cash.
Right.
Yep. Right.
And
And I
so
am fully aware that it is overpriced.
okay.
But like I tell people, you can lead the horse to water, right? You know
Yeah.
that line?
Right.
Can't make them drink. Right. So yeah, so initially it was priced a little bit higher even. And I had told her my concerns.
Yeah, 220 I'm seeing it
Yes,
here.
I know. I listen. I know. But so she needs the proceeds to move, right?
Got it.
So there is that. There was a tax lien on the property
Okay.
for last year, so that somebody had purchased that tax lien. So she has most of this year to go before that finalizes. So really needs to sell it prior to, right?
Yeah.
So that's that. She wanted to start high and go low against what I say.
Yeah, that's the wrong strategy because now in people's mind, like, oh, she just keeps lowering the price. She'll take a lesser offer versus pricing
Right.
it lower and then just having a bidding war and driving the price up.
Right. Right. Exactly.
She-
And yeah, so she didn't really have much involvement. It was really her husband at the time.
okay.
Then he sold it to her. When they yeah
I
when they
got you.
fell apart or whatever. Just kind of signed it over
Yeah.
basically. For the most part. But yeah, so that's kind of where she's at. But she really needs to get out of that area, closer to work and and all that stuff. So I just tell people, look, we can set up a showing, we could go in, and then just throw an offer. I can tell you this, that she's had three offers at 100, and she's had turned the first one down and refused to even acknowledge the other two.
Ugh.
So
What if I did 101,000? Would she take a look at it? She had.
I know. It's difficult,
um.
when people are in
Now let me
those
ask you a
like
question. When these people presented their offers, did they give a breakdown to share with your client? I'm sure you have already done this, right? But just to support you further, so that in her mind you don't sound crazy, and that what you've been saying all along is actually true. But therefore, have any of the other people that have
no.
offered you broke down why they're offering that value?
Just that there's a lot of repairs to be done.
Got
And so that's why I say, you go in, make note of these items, and then you
it.
can give a realistic, detailed, you know, list of like, look, these are, I know, sometimes we live in a property for so long that the defects become the norm, and we don't really see them and acknowledge them, right? Because we
Right.
just turn a blind eye to it because we're overwhelmed, we're busy, whatever. We just learn to live that way. And, sometimes I feel like, sellers are in that position that they don't see it anymore,
Right.
with their busy lives. And maybe that's what she needs to see. She needs to see, hey, look, this guy has been here and he's noted these things. Oh, man, I didn't even realize, you know what I mean? Because,
Yeah.
an agent, your own agent, a lot of times they think, hey, look, they're just out for the money. They just want to quick sell, whatever the situation is, right? Whatever is in their mind.
Right.
And, she's in kind of like an anxious, mode at that point when I met with her. And, so to tell her these things was hard and not always a good idea, but you kind of have to do it,
Yeah.
And so I don't know if she wasn't seeing it at the time, but maybe to get, a different view, a different perspective from someone else who's willing to take that time and say, hey, look, these are the reasons, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then maybe she'll even come down and counter, but at least she'll acknowledge, you know what I mean?
Okay.
At this point, I can't even get her to acknowledge.
Oh wow.
She's just like, nope, no. I'll say, you know what I mean? And I'm like, well,
Yeah, I mean, here's
really
what's gonna happen, right? So, Sharon, have you ever dealt with any client where a tax lien foreclosure has started, and then
No, I had one where it was a mortgage issue.
okay, so
They were going to start that.
Got it.
So please teach me. I'm willing to learn.
Okay, so I actually do a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of tax lien work. Like that's where I started my investment career. So so this tax lien sold in 2022. Right now, is she occupying the house or no?
Yes.
Okay, that's the reason why they haven't started foreclosure. So in the state of New Jersey, if the property is occupied from the date of the tax certificate sale, that means the owner
2 years, right?
2 years, right? But if she moved out, then it becomes accelerated, and the tax lien holder can file for foreclosure within 6 months.
Okay.
Now, being that she's there, and this sold in 2022, and this year, so it probably sold in December, they're going to start foreclosure.
Okay.
Once they start foreclosure, for a third-party investor or a buyer, such as myself or just a traditional buyer, they have to now go through all of the hurdles of contacting the attorney for the lien holder, because the lien holder is going to file for foreclosure.
Right.
Then those fees are going to have to get recouped in the time of closing. So now, even if the deal potentially made sense let's say at some point she agreed to $100,000. Well, here's what's going to happen: all those legal fees from the lien holder are going to get added on, and now if the investor, like myself, agreed to $100,000, now if you say to me, "Hey, Amit, you also got to cover $20,000 in legal fees and all these other back due taxes," well, I'm like, no, the deal doesn't work anymore, and now she's going to go further down the foreclosure, incur more costs, and the likelihood of her now being able to sell this becomes harder, and she's going to take a massive discount on that property.
Right. Right. So she loses out.
Oh, she's going to lose. Right now she's, let's say you guys accepted the $100,000 offer, and I'm assuming there's no mortgage. She's going to get $100,000.
Right.
But at the minute this foreclosure files, she might be lucky if she gets 80.
Right.
And the further it goes down, or longer it goes, the less money she's likely going to get. If all in all, once this foreclosure probably files in December, she might walk away with probably somewhere between 50 and 70-ish, depending on how long she lets it go on.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, I told her, like, I went to the township, which is, pretty much across the street,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, listen, let me know, like, any permits that she's had, right? She had electrical permits pulled, which was fine. That was fine. And the only thing that they had was this tax lien. And I forget how much it was now because this has been going on for a while. And, but you can see if you have it up. And, I said, so listen, all you got to do is pay that plus be current for this quarter, because at this time it was January.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this past January, it just passed. And I said, so all you have to do is pay this quarter that's due, whatever it was, February 15th or something, to catch up, last year's, pay that off and pay this quarter, and you're good, right? You're good. Like, that's it. And, and whatever the fees are, with the township when she goes to pay, because
Mm-hmm.
that was per them, right? So this is basically the amount. Here's an estimated amount of what you'll need to pay, and she immediately ended up working, and she goes to school. So that's the reason why it's super hard to get in touch with her. She's like never home. For other people are there, but she's not. So I don't. I mean, if you're looking at online right now and it's still in a lien, then yes.
It is. I just looked it up. It's still on a lien.
Yeah. And I figured at this point, if you're working 3 jobs, you know what I mean, that maybe that's what she was trying to do, was be able to pay this off. You know what I mean? That's what that's what I was presuming was, again, getting in touch with her. She switched phones. So she gave me a new number, and now the last time I called her, it wasn't working. And I'm like, now I have to drive all the way out there at night because she's always working, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, 8 o'clock at night, like, knocking up on her door, like, hey, are you alive? Like, I'm not kidding, though. Like, so her brother lives there.
Okay.
And he's always been gracious to open the door. I have had a couple little issues, just as a heads up, if you're going to schedule a showing. The first one was, now he's of Spanish.
Yeah.
Right,
ethnicity. I see the Puerto Rican flag on the front door.
Well, there you go. Okay. So his jokes were a little off color.
Oh, okay.
The agent was gracious because she is in a mixed marriage, right? So she was just like, whatever. His jokes were on his own, like his own nationality, right?
Gotcha.
His own ethnicity. So she was just like, like no big deal. But the buyer was not okay with it, right?
Oh.
So she was a little taken back. So we had to have a talk with him, like, you just can't, because you just don't know people, right? You don't know.
Right.
And then another one was he had his underwear on the floor or something. So
oh, gee.
But like maybe he was doing laundry and carrying it and it fell out of the basket. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Oh my God.
But that was it. But other than that, he's been good. It's the daughter. The daughter is a high school daughter, and if you're not like seeing the house during the morning times before she gets home from school, she may open the door, see who you are, and shut the door on you.
Oh my God. You got your hands full here, Sharon.
Listen. This is actually super easy compared to a seller that I had before.
Wow.
True story.
Wow.
Yes. And you know what? It went through three 3 agents, and then finally an attorney had to get involved. And then when the attorney did, he passed it on to another agent, and that one fell through. And then the 5th one finally closed the deal under asking, obviously, and under what my buyer that I had brought initially had actually offered him.
Wow.
So he really ended up losing out, but he was very tough. Very tough. And I mean, you could not do anything electronic. I had to physically go there.
Oh, really?
Every meeting was hours long. He had to feed me. He was always drunk from like morning on. It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. So, yes. It was great times. Great times. I never knew what the time was going to entail. So, yes, I've had my hands full with them before. So this one's not so bad.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, look, if we can. So, what do you think is the best thing for me to do? Like, here's what I would like to do. This is my cell phone, so if you can text me those pictures, that's fine.
Yes.
Listen, I've done so many deals that I just need to see a couple of things in the pictures, and I'll know exactly what the rest of the house looks like, and put 2 and 2 together.
There's
I'm
a
looking.
lot in the basement.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Google picture. I know a new roof is going to be needed. This right side window area is going to have to get, or left side from the street view is going to have to get redone. The flat.
Okay, so that is. Did you ever hear of a glass room?
Yes.
Okay, so this house has 2. Has one upstairs and one downstairs.
Okay.
So their plan had been take out the window and close the room, right? So if you are looking at the left side of the house with that window, if you look, there's a little driveway there.
Yes.
If you look to the left of that, there's something laying there. That something is actually the window. It's still like good. It's not broken. You know, the glass isn't broken or nothing. It can be put back in.
Got it.
She just can't do it, and her brother had surgery. I think it was on his shoulder or his elbow or something. So the help he was supposed to be able to give her to fix some stuff ended up not happening.
I got you.
So, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna put. If I were to work on this, I'd just put some standard windows in there and make it applicable for 95% of the buyers that are gonna probably look at this project.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck. Like, if she's not, either I offer less than 100 because she's not looking at exactly 100 price point, or I offer her 101 and maybe she'll look at it. When was the last offer that you received? Like, was it recent that she just kind of turned it down, or has it been some time and then she might really now reconsider and take a look maybe?
She never acknowledged it. I can tell you that. I would say probably it had to be about a month ago.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit longer. But definitely not less than. So it was at least a month.
Okay. I mean, look, if you look, I don't want to like jam you up, but if you want to just let her know, like, hey, I have another person that's interested in it. They're willing to offer you 101 and see what she says. Kind of go from there, and if she accepts it, I'll go under contract with you right away.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. Like, I at these homes like these, I already kind of know what's going on for the most part. And you said it does have a basement, right? A full basement?
Right. So it does have a basement. There's a lot of stuff down there.
That's fine.
The last time I went down there, there was water in the basement.
Okay.
The brother said that the sump pump had stopped working, and he was going to put a new one in.
I doubt he did it.
Yeah. So mold down there.
Yeah, I can work through it. I can work through it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can let her know. I don't know. Just the buyer's wife is Hispanic. My wife is Hispanic, but I don't know if that kind of helps a little bit or not. But yeah, I mean, if she's agreeable to taking the 100, I'll sign contract with you right away.
Okay.
And look, here's the other thing, Sharon. If there's anything that I can do to like support you, like if you want to have a three-way call with her, you know, you still represent, you do what you have to do, but maybe if I can be just a, maybe another sounding board where now I just reiterate what you've already probably have already been expressing to her.
Yeah.
I like to work together more or less and try to get deals done and work with people than try to like be on opposite sides. I don't look at things like that. So if maybe you think, hey, maybe having a conference call with all three of us maybe might help, then we can do that. I'm all for it. I've done that in the past.
So
Um,
where are you out of? Like what area?
I'm out of Sicklerville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not far, but I work
Okay.
essentially from I work all the counties from Trenton and down, so
Okay.
essentially South Jersey.
Okay.
So I'll do any project in that area only because my my teams will get out there, right? Anything
Okay.
I did North Jersey's a bit tough because it's just a long drive. Plus they have
Mhm.
like significant rent control, so I don't really like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, do you have other projects or listings on
So,
market or off market
so
that are
do
similar?
you so do you deal with like builders or do you invest in rental
I
properties
do.
or
I
anything
do.
like that?
I do. I do
Okay.
all. So
Are you
let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I
okay?
do fix and flips. I've done several of those. I got rental property, single family residence, duplex, triplex. I have apartment complex, and I also have mobile home park. So
Okay.
I pretty much have been in all of it. The only thing I don't own right now is like a storage facility. It's just
Okay.
another learning piece. I just haven't put the time into it, but I can do it. Right, it's just another type of building structure. That's all it is.
Okay. So
And I have
so
funding. And I have funding ready to go.
do you how do you feel about Atlantic City?
I'll do Atlantic City. Yeah, absolutely. As long as the deals work. Like, okay, for example, there have been some deals that have been coming my way for Atlantic City, especially like condominiums. The
Okay.
issue with those is they're really ideal for Airbnb type of model
Okay.
or a renter, but then they don't allow neither of the two. So I'm not gonna live in it. So I'm not gonna go then buy it. So you have something in Atlantic City?
Yes. So I have a client who is thinking about selling. He has a rental property,
Okay,
um, and I'm not. I'm still trying to get a little bit more information about the downstairs unit because of the flood restrictions that they have in that area for that road,
mm-hmm.
which is south, no, north Harrisburg, I think,
Okay,
and so that it does have a tenant already in there. Um, they are a Section 8 tenant. He gets 21.50 a month.
okay,
Um, so we are, I got to do a market analysis for him this evening. We
got it.
actually discussed it today. So, but I wasn't sure, if you do that area,
I do.
what
So now here's the
that.
question: is he looking to like? Does the place need some work? Like, what's the overall situation here?
So the pictures that he just sent me were when he first bought it, which
Okay,
he's owned it for just a couple years, and so he hasn't done a whole lot to it, but it looked very nice inside. Um, and he did new concrete out front, and there was some stuff he did on the outside. So I'll get more information from him. So it didn't look like the inside needed work. There might need to be some cosmetics now, just because a tenant lives there.
okay,
But he's only owned it, like I said, for just a few years. So it
got it.
hasn't been.
What's making him sell it since he's only had it for a few years? Is he not in the landlord business or something?
um, he was trying out more so that kind of thing up that way, but we have a lot of projects that we're in the middle of down here. So
Ah,
yes, so he's like, I need more time. You know,
okay.
you know, things and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I mean, shoot it over. Let me know. Let me take a look at it when you get it locked in.
Okay.
And here's my thing. Um, Now, have you signed listing agreements yet or no?
We do have, well, we have different properties, so do not with this property yet, no. Because we just started talking about this one today. He was
Okay.
kicking around the idea, he wasn't sure, so we're not there yet.
Okay. So what I was gonna offer up to you is the following: if you don't if you let me look at it before you decide to list it, then I can essentially buy it and you don't have to list it. And now whatever commissions you've worked out with the seller, you can keep all of it, right? Like there's no splitting or anything like that. So you just keep it because now you don't have to put it up on the market. So this way it saves you.
Right.
So if you're okay with it, then I'm okay with working on it. Would you have a good relationship with this client, right? Of yours?
Yes, a
Okay.
very good.
Okay, if you have a very good relationship, then I'm sure you can probably trust me on the following. Would you be able to share the address so I can have my homework done?
I will clarify that with him, and as
Okay.
long as he's, yes, and he's very good about, if a buyer has questions and would feel more comfortable, he's more than welcome to jump on a three-way and
Perfect.
have, and talk, discuss things and whatever. He's very good like that. So
Okay.
that's also not out of the question.
Perfect. So you're having a conversation with him today, right?
Yes. He
Okay.
actually called while we were talking.
Okay, so let's do
Yeah,
this.
we talked today.
So we got two action items. One, for 1779 Main Street. If you can present to your client a
Okay.
101K offer,
Okay.
um, and I'll
110
cover
or
and I'll
101?
cover I'll cover the closing cost for her.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that's one. So if you can present that and if she's okay with it, then we can do contracts.
Okay.
Number two, if it's all right with you, I'm not really sure what time you're gonna call. Well, he said he called you just a moment ago. I will follow back up later this evening via text message just to see how
Okay.
that conversation went and see if maybe we can do something with that deal that you have going on.
Okay. And do you happen to have any builders?
I have everything and anything that's required. Like
Okay.
literally, I
So
mean, I do this all day. So, I mean,
okay.
I've got
So
crews built, I've got
that
plumbers,
is another.
electricians, everything.
Okay. So I need. So this is. Um. So in Atlantic City again,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
there is a there's a vacant lot that has the plans already drawn up.
Okay.
Um. I want to. I'm trying to. I don't want to mislead you because I don't have the email in front of me. I have. So it's the same gentleman. I do not have the listing. It's listed with another agent. But he asked me to find him a builder to buy this lot.
So it's
So
okay. Hold on.
he has.
Let's work through this. So
Yeah.
it's a land. He's listed it under land. I'm assuming, right?
Correct.
Do
So
you
good
go
question.
ahead? Go ahead. Finish your thought. I apologize.
So so it does have the
The
engineered drawing.
okay.
It has already been through the city.
Okay.
The only thing that it needs now is someone to buy the land, and it comes with everything, with the approvals and all
Mm-hmm.
that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Everything comes. That wants to buy it. The only thing they'll need is permits.
Got it.
Everything else, literally, you're getting, and it's 110,000.
Okay. So hold on.
And
I can probably look
and
this up. Give me 1 second.
yeah,
110,000. There's one that matches exactly. What I'm
yep,
seeing here is 100 South Texas Ave.
yeah,
Okay. All offers submitted. Blah, blah, blah. Step into the real estate. It's listed with Fernando Lopez Maya.
yeah,
Sound familiar or no?
yeah. Nope,
Oh,
not it.
this is not it.
No,
Okay, so then,
it's
criteria.
so I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Oh, go
It's
ahead, go ahead.
26. Yeah, it's 26 North Brighton Ave.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
26 North Brighton.
Yep.
I'm not Brighton. Brighton.
Yes.
I'm not getting anything for land for 26 North Brighton. Let me just put Brighton and see what happens.
Yeah, maybe put in, residential. She might have it listed under residential, but yeah. But so that's what he wants. He wants a builder to buy
Okay,
it,
got it.
plans and everything, and it'll actually, if you find it, if you don't know, I'll send you the information. But she has a beautiful picture rendition of what it's actually going to look like almost in real life.
Okay.
And gorgeous. It's 2 units, one on top of the other, with a garage underneath. So you have off-street parking, and it's 3 blocks. It's almost at the corner. It looks like when you're looking at the map. So it'll put it 3 blocks from the water. I believe that's right. I'm trying to think. I just looked at it again today. And if you're facing, looking at it, there's a house to your right, and then an elementary school.
Okay, let me pull this up here.
Yeah, it's a real neighborhood.
Okay, I see the building here. Okay, I see the little lot. It's it says Brighton Ave School. That's right next to it. Is that the one?
So is it showing a vacant lot, or is it
Yeah,
showing
it says. Well, I mean, it's a very like slender. It's a little for sale sign right on the front.
okay, is that like an old listing?
I might be. I'm just looking on Google Maps because I couldn't find it in the MLS.
Okay, what MLS are you using?
Bright.
That's why it's not in Bright.
Okay, got it. You got so down there. You guys have a different one.
No, I have Bright as well.
Okay.
But this lady put it in, I think it's South Jersey Shore.
Oh, so.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so here's what I can do. I can go on another. Let me see. I can go NJ property records. Let me see if I can log in to my other portal that I have. Sign in. Yeah, I can't even get in here. There we go. 26 Brighton Ave, Atlantic City. Got it. Oh, okay, here we go. Got it. Vacant land. Yep, I see it now. Okay. Okay, I see it here.
It's like black and white.
Yeah, I see it's right next to this big old building, it looks like. I see it. I saw it once I see it in on the other map where it clearly shows it. Yep, Brighton Ave School is right there. Yeah, yeah. So I was looking at the right spot. So they have all the plans. So you're gonna have to send it to me because I can't pull it up because obviously I don't have access to the other MLS.
Right. Okay.
Do you know what he's selling it for?
Yes, 110.
110.
Yeah.
And then it's supposed to be a duplex.
Right. So it'll be one on top of the other.
Okay.
And they are 3-bed, 2-bath each, I believe.
Okay.
Let me see if this is the email he wrote it to me in. Yeah. So the floor, it comes with the floor plans, the elevations for the proposed building. The project was approved a couple weeks back by the Board of Adjustment. He has the building plans prepared by the architect. Yeah. So.
I'm assuming the parking's got to be. He's probably got like a parking garage that he's gonna do it like put there because.
It's underneath.
Yeah. The lot is very the lot is small. Like I'm looking at it now. The lot isn't very big in width, so I can see how that they're gonna structure it.
Right. So everything's upward.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, yeah. I mean, send it over. I'll take a look. Look at the plans. I'll get it over to my contractor, my builder. Let him
Okay.
see what we're looking at in terms of number, what the value would be likely on it once it's fully done, and then kind of go from there. If you have all those details, love for you to send it to me, so it makes my life a little bit easier and I can work through it.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good, Sharon. Great call, and I'm gonna store your number. Is this your cell phone that I'm calling you on?
Yes.
Okay, this is my cell phone as well, so I'm gonna text you right after this call hangs up, so that we have each other's information, and then I will follow up with you later this evening, after you have your conversation with your client for the Harrisburg one as well.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thanks, Sharon. Take care.
You're welcome.
Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. Great call. Great call. Create new. Guys, you have to admit by what we're doing right now, this is like making things way easier. Man, these one picture things. Camden, yep, knew it. 185 is what they're asking. Let's see what the comps are. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Ronnie. Good afternoon. This is Amit with Society Brokerage. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, Ronnie. I appreciate you asking, and thank you for taking my phone call. I'm reaching out to you regarding your listing at 2438 Wainwright Street.
Okay.
Um, just wanted to just kind of see. So I'm looking at the notes. The eviction is completed. Do you, by any chance, have any updated pictures now that the eviction is completed and the place is vacant?
I don't, as of right now.
Okay.
I will have somebody going in to do pictures shortly, but I don't have them as of right now.
Okay. Now, based off maybe just your conversation with your client, do you foresee that the house needs repairs, or would you say it's move-in ready? Like, how would you categorize this?
Well, the house would need, I mean, to move in, the house would need, doesn't really need anything to move in. But as far as minor repairs, you're talking about a couple of things that could be done after the client moves in if they wanted to. I am the agent and the owner of the property.
I got you. Okay, nice. Okay, so let me see here. Now here's one thing. You know, I did some little bit of homework on this to make sure before I was able to move. Now you have a foreclosure that was filed against this property, and it seems like it went through. Did you redeem this already, or like what's the situation? Like, what will we need to do here?
What we need to do as far as
Well, what I'm looking at here is that there was a uncontested order for final judgment, and then a writ of execution was submitted on May 8th, and then proof of mailing was submitted. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think this process takes roughly 30 days to get to the sheriff's sale for auction.
Well, the one thing with that, it's going to take longer than that because even with that, I would have adjournments that I could do with the sheriff's sale. I'm trying to find a buyer for the property to satisfy everything and just kind of really get it off me.
I got you, Ronnie, and I didn't mean. And the only reason I brought this stuff up is because I'm just trying to be on the same page as you. My only thing is this. So I'm looking at some comps, and the highest comp I see, not using Oakland because it's a different town, the highest comp I saw was 180, and that was done up. So it's a little bit hard for me to justify the 185 price point. For you to just, for what you just said, for you to get out and be clean, clear of hands, and essentially just kind of move on from this, where would we need to be at?
Well, I think first, before we even get into that, you would need to either see the property or see the pictures to kind of get an idea of everything. Because I mean, we all can pull comps. I'm not sure, and like you said, not using Oakland, but I have higher comps than that.
Okay.
On there.
What do you got it at? What do you think it's gonna go for?
Well, I mean, I can give 180 for it easily.
Okay. All right.
But like I said, I want to get the property sold and just move on from it. But I don't want to. Like, I've had investors call me with lowball offers that I can't do. So,
I understand.
if there's something you want to look at, or you need pictures or whatever, we can definitely do that. But I just really want to move on from it. I mean, if I do, we're talking dropping it. I mean, I can drop it to 175, maybe between 170 and 175. But that's the farthest I can go. And again, I would rather you see it first because to me, it would give you an idea of exactly
what I'd be dealing with here, essentially.
You have a full grasp of the condition of the property. Like I said, I can show you the comps that I have, and you can make your decisions based on that. But what what company did you say you were from again?
I'm with Society.
Okay.
I'm just so you're aware, Ronnie. I would be the buyer. Like
That's what I thought.
I expressed to you what agency I'm in because I legally have to because I'm a licensed agent. But I'm the buyer. I'm not like I'm not looking for a client. I'm an investor. Like this is investment space is
Right.
more what I do than the regular retail real estate. I have my license because that's where I started. I've just kept it for family and friends, but I don't really do that side of the business.
Where are you located?
The brokerage or myself personally.
Yourself personally, like if you wanted to come out and see the house.
Yeah, I'm in Sicklerville, so I'm like maybe 20 minutes away.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not far.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so if you wanna maybe set something up, or I mean, look, we're already talking, so maybe if you have a little bit of time and we can meet one of these days here, and just kind of meet at the property, go through it, walk through it. Maybe we can come to terms on something after seeing it. If that works for you, I'd love to be able to do that, and kind of go from there. What are your thoughts?
That would be fine with me.
Okay, so let me see here. You got some time today? A little bit later on today, or no?
Today wouldn't be good.
Okay, what day works for you then?
I can do Friday or Saturday, anytime next week.
Why don't we do Friday? Friday would be good. What do you think? Like noontime Friday? That work for you?
Noon, I'll be in Philadelphia.
Okay.
The earliest I get back to Jersey will be about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
That's fine with me. Let's do Friday
Okay.
at hold on one second here. Yeah, 4:30. Let's do 4:30 on Friday.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna meet you there. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good, Ronnie. So I will see you there on Friday at 4:30. I'm gonna put it in my calendar.
Okay.
Now let me ask you a question. Do you also come across? I know this one's your personal property, but do you also come across other like investor type properties that you think would be advantageous for me?
I do. Yeah.
Do you have any right now that you're working on that we can maybe look to work to do a deal?
The only one that I have is currently another agent is working on that one with a buyer. They have a buyer for it.
Okay.
But inventory is low, but occasionally I do come across things.
Gotcha. Well, if you do, what I'm going to do, if it's okay with you, Ronnie, I'm going to obviously store your phone number. I am calling you on your cell phone, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. This is my cell phone as well. So I'm going to, after we hang up, I'm going to text you so you have my contact information, my email. And then if it's all right with you, I'd like to just stay in touch with you on a week-to-week basis. Just keep each other fresh of mind and see if things are circulating that maybe we can work on.
Okay, no problem at all.
And then now you having this property, is it fair to assume that you are an investor as well?
So I haven't fully gotten into investing.
Okay.
This would have been the first one for me, but the tenant didn't work out.
Okay.
So it just I'm going to be kind of just starting fresh once I unload this one.
Okay.
So I kind of want to get this one off and then start over.
All right, so two things. Number one, I like to do a lot of partnership deals, okay?
Okay.
So I have access of my own capital to a significant portion where we can partner and I can provide you the funds to do a fix and flip model. Like we would fix and flip and then to back you on that, I have a mentorship community where I essentially hold everybody's hand through the process. Because I've been doing this for a while now, so I know the game. I have all the processes laid out. I have the teams built. I have the contractor, everything laid out to really make it a good experience. But what I'm realizing is I'm only one person, and I can only go so far. So I learned, okay, I have access to the capital. Why don't I just find people who want to learn and work together, and I can hold their hand, and we can do projects together.
Okay.
So we'll talk a little bit more about that when we meet on Friday at 4:30.
Sure.
But I'm looking forward to meeting you, and hopefully we can do something with the one you have now, and then also build a long-term relationship as well.
Okay.
All right, Ronnie. So I'm gonna text you after we hang up, so you have my details.
Okay. Thank you, and I'll see you on Friday.
Sounds good. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye. Another good one, guys. You gotta work this. Gotta work these deals. Okay, let's keep going. That's only two conversation, but they're good ones. I feel like I worked with this guy before. Let me see. I messaged this guy over the weekend on a different property. I didn't get anything back. Okay, well, let's reach out anyway. Pull it up. Mm. New comps in the area. Fantastic. Let's see what the notes are. Book your showings today. This thing been on the market for 267 days. Septic exists. Okay.
Hello.
Hey Don, good afternoon. It's Amit with Society Brokers. How are you?
I'm doing great, Amit.
Thank you for taking my phone call. I really appreciate it. Just touching base with you regarding actually two of your listings. I had messaged you Saturday, but I'm sure you're busy. The other one
No,
is
I normally get back to everybody.
yeah,
Want to say yeah.
no worries. So the first one is 33 Main Street in Piles Grove, New Jersey.
Okay. Yeah.
What? So tell me a little bit. I only see the one picture, so it's kind
And
of hard.
what was the second one?
10 Broad Street in Leesburg.
Okay. I mean, they both need work, and when you don't have inside pictures, you know there's a reason for it, right?
Well, sure. That's the reason for the phone call as well. Just to
Yep.
get a little bit of frame of reference.
They need total rehabs.
Okay, so here's where I'm struggling a little bit. Now, just FYI, yes, I am licensed, and I let you know that I'm licensed because legally I have to. But I would be the buyer. I work in the investment side of things than I do on the retail side.
Well, the only thing I can tell you is we don't sell places sight unseen, so you got to look at it.
No, that's fine. I can go do that. But instead of taking
And then
this,
just let me know after you look at them.
okay. Now,
Right.
well, let me ask you this: Is these price points that you have, are they negotiable at all? Like,
I don't think they're very negotiable. Let me just take a look.
yeah, because I mean, 33 Main Street has been.
Needed septic.
Say that again.
Did one of them 33 Main needs a new septic? So that price includes a $35,000 septic. So
Yeah, whoever's doing that septic install is ripping them off. Just FYI.
why?
I have a septic guy that will do it for 25,000. I do it all day long.
Okay, and what's the name of the company?
Let me pull it up. I think it's Danny or Denny Septic. I'll have my project manager email it over to me, and I'll shoot it over to you.
All right,
You had Don at donaldpollock.com?
Yep, and is that for an advanced system?
What do you mean by advanced system?
Okay, so there's different. Okay, so yeah, send it over to me. Can't hurt to have another.
Yeah,
person.
based off what I'm looking at on your.
So even if you said 25,000, it might be 30 because he might charge more if it's an advanced system. So you just see where you're going to go with that, right?
When you say advanced, does it have an ejector pump?
An advanced system. I'm not an expert in septics, but an advanced system is maybe when you don't have, maybe you're near water or the ground level's a little bit high.
Leach field. You don't mean your leach fields?
Yeah, you need an advanced system because you don't have the capacity or the ground to make it big enough.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I've seen some other advanced systems where essentially they don't even have leach fields, but what they do is they connect a 2-inch PVC drainage system, and on the back end of it is a sprinkler head. That water that comes out when it fills, it's super chlorinated, so it's obviously not sewage water. So we've done those as well.
I will take a look at both of them, and if you have any interest, give me a shout.
Sounds good. I'll take a look, and then I'll give you a call back.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care. So, I didn't really like how, I didn't really want to engage in convo, but agent. Okay, let's do the next one. One picture. Jeez, man. These, like, you guys, come on, man. Just go into the house and take some pictures. I understand that it's investor deals. New on the market. This ain't new. One bath, well maintained. There's a long-term subsidy rent. We just raised to 16. Upgrades. Okay. Tenant must approve showing time. Public water. Okay, let's just take a look.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as the called party is temporarily unavailable.
Thank you. Hello, this is Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. Good afternoon. This is Amit with Society Brokerage. Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate it. I'm reaching out to you regarding your listing at 1727 Coventry Way. I tried to kind of do some analysis here. Just FYI, if this were to take place in terms of a transaction, I would be the buyer for the property. By any chance, do you have any additional pictures from inside the house? I only see the one from the front that's kind of on the MLS.
What had happened with this property, honestly,
Mhm.
an agent in my office had it listed, and the agent in my office has left and
Okay.
gone to another brokerage, and the listing has remained here.
I got you. Okay.
So I don't have much more information than what they have provided.
Okay.
I've tried to reach out to the seller as well, and I'm waiting for an additional information, but I don't have anything yet.
Okay, so what would you recommend, Stephanie, would be our next best steps to take?
Have you seen the property?
I haven't, because it's saying that I need to get approval through the tenant needs to approve it. So I just wanted to touch base with you first. Maybe if you had a little bit of an update on what the interior looks like, because I didn't see any additional pictures.
Yeah.
Before I get out there and kind of go through the whole process.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do not. I can again try to reach the seller and see if I get any response and let you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be wonderful. I'm assuming that you probably don't have any updates on the pricing point as well. If they're a little bit flexibility in negotiating, depending on what the condition of the house is, so on and so forth.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I literally just got this property.
Okay. When do you think it would be a good day to follow back up with you?
I would probably say Friday because I'm gonna give them a day or two to respond.
Okay. Is around the same time good for you?
That's fine.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna text you my contact details so you have that information, and then I'll put a note on my side to touch base with you on Friday at 4:30.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Stephanie. Also, while I have you on the phone, do you have other properties either off market or listed that are like investor type deals?
I don't off the top of my head. We do get them all the time. My office currently has almost 100 and some properties.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But right off of the top of my head, I don't know of any. I definitely don't have any off market right now.
Okay. And you said you have so investor type deals. You have about 100 in your office.
No, I have about 100 listings.
Got it.
In the office. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, listen, let's. I'm gonna obviously call you back on Friday, but if it's all right with you, and I can have your permission to reach out to you maybe once a week, just kind of stay on top of mind for each other and see if we can do some deals.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, Stephanie. Appreciate it. I'll call you Friday.
Okay, thank you.
Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
You too. Bye bye.
Hi, Leah. Good afternoon. This is Amit with Society Brokers. How are you?
Hi, good, Harry.
I'm doing well. Thank you for taking my phone call. I'm reaching out to you regarding your listing at 1205 Surf Ave, Unit 12.
Yes.
I know they have an HOA. I'm looking at the fees. Do they, by any chance, allow for like doing short-term rentals?
You do, yes.
They do. Okay, that's fantastic. Are there any like? And I also noticed that they're open for a period of time. Is that just the entire establishment, or is that just this? Your client has decided to only have it open until.
No, so some of the, I don't know if you're familiar with like the condos in North Wildwood or Wildwood, but some of them are seasonal, they
Okay.
call it, or
Okay. Yep.
year-round.
Heard of it.
And this is a seasonal, they're trying to go year-round. See, what they do is you can have access to your unit, but because they don't want to take the liability of like water breaking or whatever, so they shut the water down and they winterize the building, so the water isn't in use, during that time. Is usually it'll close like end of November and then open back up early April. So it's really closed November, December, January, February, a little bit of March, just while it's really cold down here.
Yeah.
And then they'll open back up.
Okay. Now, it was your clients using this as a short-term rental, or was this for their own?
They used it for their own personal.
Got it. Okay. I was just trying to see if they had some financial data to help make a decision on this.
Not really. I mean, they can look on like Airbnb and
Yeah.
Airbnb what these units are getting, because it does have like a high rental. It's a good location. You can rent there, but so that would be my only basis. Like looking at what they can get per night in June versus per night in July and August. But they don't have any background because they used it. They just went to like a little bit of a bigger place a couple blocks away.
I got you. Okay, very nice. Would they be a little bit flexible on the price point here? What are you thinking? Like, or are they firm?
They did start early, like at 210, and we just dropped the price not that long ago. With the weather becoming nice down here, let's kind of hold out a little bit and see. I guess it would depend on the offer.
Okay.
Honestly, like the financing and stuff like that. So I really don't know.
Got it. Okay. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll run some numbers here to see what it kind of comes out to. I'm seeing some comparables. I see one here is a different unit, like a different location. I think it's East Wildwood Ave. There's one.
Yeah, so that's a different location because that's Wildwood and this is North Wildwood.
Got it. Okay.
They're a little different. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see any other that sold in this specific condominium, unless you have some that you're aware of that sold. Do you guys use a different MLS down there, or is Bright?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is.
I don't live down here, but I have like a summer home down here. So
Okay.
I'm down here as well. I'm actually here now though. But we use Paragon, Cape May Paragon MLS. I do have it listed in Bright, but you can't really get like all the.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing. I can't get the compare. What are you seeing as far as comparables based off your evaluation that
Pretty
you
much,
got?
when we ran the thing, the comparables I found were right around 200.
Got
so
it.
when they went to 210, I was like, I think you should stay under 200 because that's the comparable, because it's an efficiency, which means it doesn't have a real bedroom.
Right,
You
right.
walk in and use like a pull-out couch or a futon. There's a little area in the back that they put a curtain like where you can use like as a changing room. I mean, you could probably fit a twin bed back there, but it's not a true, like it's not a one bedroom. It's an efficiency.
Right.
But the property itself is so well maintained. It's a very good HOA. You can come down here and see like a lot of the units closer to the beach that have like rust on the windows and the doors are like older. This place is really updated with like new like siding outside and new doors and stuff like that. So it's really well kept. It's a really nice location. It's probably like 2 blocks to the beach, but right there in North Wildwood is very like desirable.
Got it. Okay. Well, what I'll do is once I'm done my evaluations, I'll take a look at everything, and then I'll shoot you over an email and see what we can do. Maybe we can make something happen here.
Okay. Thank you so much.
And also, do you come across like investor type friendly deals that fit into that bucket often, even down there or even wherever else you're?
Down here is so hard. I mean, it is so competitive, and everything's just getting higher down here. So Wildwood is one of the last affordable shore points. Um, compared to like Atlantic City, but Atlantic City is a desirable vacation family spot. So
Right.
Wildwood is like one of those last, vacation spots. And honestly, anything that goes on the market is usually, this has been sitting, but it's been sitting over the winter.
Got it.
And it's just been, it gets cold down here. It's nasty down here, but with this weekend and stuff coming up, actually, you're like the third phone call I got about it today. So I do feel like it will pick up and get a little bit busier.
More busy. Okay. All right. Well, listen, anything does pop up. You get something off market, anywhere. I essentially buy from Trenton all the way down, so South Jersey. That's my bucket buying, and I have the funds put up. I'm ready. Like, I can close deals in 2 weeks. If the title company can finish faster, I'll close them faster.
Right. Okay.
So
Perfect.
if
All
you
right,
got stuff, just shoot. What I'll do is I'll shoot you a text message after this phone call, so you have my contact details. And if it's all right with you, I'd like to maybe just shoot out a text to you maybe once a week. Hey, just kind of staying fresh on each other's mind. Maybe we can do some deals down the line.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.
Thanks. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. I got to do a better job of that last statement because I'm stuttering there. I gotta practice. Like, I gotta write it down, and how do I want to say it so that it comes across better. Let me send it. Okay. We got a couple more to go here. Couple more to go. Just need to look at these comps on here. Wow, these properties sat for 173 days. Okay, let me see here.
Hello, this is Tom Santoro with Key West Real Estate. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. For a quicker response, please send me a text message.
Are you online or something?
Yeah. Okay, how many we knock out so far? We got here 6, 4 to go. Let's knock these out. Oh, I know this one. I know where this property is. You guys let me know what you guys are up to. What you're working on. If I haven't mentioned, so here's a little bit of what I'm doing. Also, so to help folks, one thing I learned is, or I'm learning and realizing, is that I just can't do everything by myself. So, what my goal is to, I have access to capital, so I want to partner up with people and then bring my capital to the projects, and then we do it in a partnership. Now, the partnership is essentially my contribution is bringing the capital. Now, in addition, the only way you can get access to this capital is you have to join my mentorship community. It's $97 a month. And the reason for it is, you don't have to have any experience. You don't have to have great credit. But with that being said, if you don't have any of those things in place, you partner with me, and then I hold your hand and teach you how to fix and flip, and teach you how to buy properties as rentals. And the reason you have to be in that community to get access to my capital is because if I strictly gave you that capital and you have no experience, you're gonna default on it. You're gonna lose that money. And this is a scenario that I've created where I can create a winning situation for all of us involved. So if this is something that you're interested in, go over to I'll put the link in the description, so that you can go access it and take a look at it. But I can get access to, I already have access to $3 million. So I can access that, we can partner up on deals, and we can do stuff, but you have to be in my community. Outside of that, no go for you. So let's just keep going here. Let's get these properties analyzed. A single property has sold. Hey, nothing's even sold in the past year. Not a lot of equity. Man, what can you turn around and flip this out for? I don't know, something doesn't seem right about this particular one because let me see something. Well, okay. Damn, I can't even pull an appraisal out of this. Okay, even if you go 1 year. Okay, now I can pull some. Let me see here. But these are all single family. This one is not. These are different areas. That's the hard part. Yeah, see? Single family. This works for that. So when you're comping properties, you want to, make sure that they're equivalent, right? Like similar instruct, like layout and such. Like everything that I'm finding and pulling up right now are single family, and that is not what we have. We have a row home here, or a townhome. Yeah, see, everything is that. They got a FHA more. Did they just buy this deal? Let me see something. Yeah, they just bought it. So they bought it FHA. So they bought it for 180. It's 180,000 divided by 0.0365. No, 100 minus 3.5 divided by 100. 0.035 times. That's right. I'm trying to. Oh. 3.5. 6. So it was appraised roughly at 186. So what I did was, I know that the house was bought as an FHA because I can see that. Yeah, so it was, assuming it was appraised at 180, the mortgage was at 176. I only had it for a year and they're selling it already. So they're not gonna want to lose money. They've got it listed for 200. What's sold in this area? Public records, view comparables. Yeah, no, this doesn't even. 230. See, single family.
Premier Real Estate.
Hi, is this Paul by any chance?
No, Paul's not in at the moment. You looking for Paul?
Yeah, I'm on the MLS. I don't see his cell phone on here. He just has the office.
He doesn't give that out.
Okay.
Are you an agent? Or?
I am an agent, yeah.
Yeah, he's. You can leave him an email. He doesn't allow us to give his cell phone out.
Okay, no worries. I have his email address. I have premier777@aol.com.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Appreciate it. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, dude, what agent doesn't freaking give their phone, like have their phone out? Like, you're literally a business. Whatever. Hmm. Like personally, this would be a hard agent to do deals with. Because if something pops up, can't get a hold of them. I'm just trying to make sure that the properties that I'm looking at is as close. So close in comparison, like the way the layout and all is, and then proximity as well. That's gonna be important. See, single family, no good. Okay. Nicely done, not bad. Sold for 274. Okay.
reach out for Foster with Keller Williams Premier. If you'd be so kind of leaving a detailed message, I'll be sure to give you a
Okay. So I let them send the text message. So we got or we got two more. We got two more to knock out for the day. Oh, FYI, just an update. You know how I've been doing the cash buyer outreach. Have already found cash buyer, and I'm meeting with the buyer tomorrow. We're gonna do a little lunch. Just get a feel for one another and kind of see what we got, what we can do. Okay. Let's keep pushing. What is this? Single family? Nope. Nope. Single families. So I'm just plucking up the address and then popping it into Google so I can see what the property looks like.
Please leave your message for 8. Please leave your message.
Okay, let's just keep rocking. She says she'll call me back in about a half an hour or so, which is cool. Ugh. This flip is bad. Jeez. And it's flipped. The property's flipped. I feel they can't, they're not gonna sell this thing. I mean, they didn't buy it for much, so, well, I don't know. It's sheriff's sale, so you never know what it's sold for unless you see we're at the auction, or that probably is a public records way to look it up. I haven't done it. Okay. See, this is nicely done. 250 is what it's sold for. They've got this listed for 204 for over. They've got this thing listed for 399 days. Okay, let's take a look. On-site septic. Well, they spent money doing this project. I just don't feel they did a very good job. Wow, from what it was to what they've done, yeah. But I feel like they cut corner on the most, like, the entrance is not good. Yo, I gotta show y'all this thing. I gotta show y'all this thing. Look at this. I gotta make sure I don't want to show the property is there. I gotta check this out. Yo, they put a cabinet. Like, this is wild. I don't know. Okay. Something about closure. Let me see this thing. Alright, let me call this agent. Knock this last one out.
Thank you for calling Chris Suey at eXp Realtors.
All right, that is our 10 for the day. So let me know in the comment section if anybody is actually doing this, following along. Like, let me know if you guys have put into motion any of this stuff. I would love to hear your thoughts. See maybe some things that you guys might be doing differently that's working. Who knows, right? It's all about learning and growing with each other. So let's keep going. Let me get the next 10 buttoned up. But yeah, so again, I did my 10 reach outs for cash buyers. As those messages start happening, I'll be conversing and adding them into my database. I've already got some showings set up. I've already put some offers out, waiting to hear back. I have some follow-ups. So this is the process. This is the way you have to just keep going. I'm sure there's ways I can make this better. And as I'm going along, I'll certainly let you guys know what I update and make better. But for the time being, this is what I got, and we're gonna keep rocking and rolling. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.